Check, check, check. Yep, mine works.
You can hear each other?
Yes, indeed. Check, check, check.
I forgot from last year what we're using. Let's see, that's yours.
So we just, when we...
Check, 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 check. But you got me, Pete.
When we get going, we just gotta hit the red button, and that'll get us going live.
That gets you going live. Okay.
And we're delayed, right? So it's like a little bit behind. Okay.
I mean, you won't know.
Right.
Because I won't have it like live right here.
Right.
But yeah.
That's fine. Is there anything you want me to do with the camera as far as just panning back and forth?
No, I would just stay decent distance back, not zoom in too much, because it's just, if you...
Oh, no, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where you're
yeah,
able to...
Yep.
Cool. Okay. All right, so we're live now, but to get...
We're ready to go?
Then you're live. There's your volume. All right.
I'm going to go live. Well, good afternoon from Bedford High School, where a light mist is falling on Bulldog Stadium for today's field hockey matchup between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Manchester Central West Blue Knights. I'm Pete MacDonald, along with your play-by-play host, Scott O'Donnell. Scott, opening day for field hockey, Division One.
Here we go, Pete. Let's just touch base on last season, how successful it was. We lost several seniors, had moved on, and some really good athletes, but we certainly have filled the void with girls with a lot of experience. Natalie Denon will be out there starting. She's a senior captain. Madison O'Donnell will also be one of the senior captains this year, and Amelia McDonald, junior captain. Really, there hasn't been much missed when it comes to play on the field in the off season, because these girls have been really dedicated and putting their time in. So here we go with the start of the 2023 Bedford field hockey girls season. Play at midfield. Central West works up the left side. They're going to call an obstruction, a free hit. Natalie Denon, 22, gets it over across to Amelia McDonald, 12. Ball squirts loose. And Grace Wolf, sophomore, number 13, playing left midfield, gets the ball up and advances. And free ball the other way to Central West. On the sideline, out of bounds. Back to Bedford. Ball advances up the right side of the field. Anna Ray is there. Eloise Montagano slides the ball up, out into the center. And we're going to have a foot call, free ball for Bedford. Going to have an offensive opportunity. Amelia McDonald will take the free hit. Amelia pulls, moves 5 yards, gets into the circle, tries to cross, and it's defended and out of bounds. It was a good effort by Amelia McDonald trying to get the ball in and towards the goalie. So that ball will come out to the 16, Pete, and free hit for Manchester Central West. This is a combined high school team, both Central High School and West High School, fielding enough players to be out here, and they always seem to be able to stay competitive. Ball again into the circle, but we get another foot call. And it'll be a free hit, Central West. They move it out to the sideline at the 20. They try and drive it upfield. Mia Catan is there. Mia Catan, right defender for Bedford. Eloise Montagano with a nice stick tackle, goes down the right sideline, tries to advance the ball up to number 3, Maddie Kiley, but ball goes out of bounds. Central West will have the free inbound. Ball comes out to the 20. Slides up Sydney Davidson on the ball. Montagano picks up the dribble. Moves to the right, down along the 5-yard line, onto the baseline. Pops it up, and they're going to call a dangerous ball on that, and it'll be a Central West free hit out at the 16, coming out of their zone. Nice strike by the player, but knocked down quickly by Eloise Montagano. Ball moves into the circle. Get a shot off. Nice kick save by the goalie. Montagano stays pursuing. She's on the baseline on the right side of the field. And ball goes out of bounds. That will be a Bedford ball. It'll come back out to the 25 for Bedford. McDonald surveys the field, goes back to control it to Mia Catan. Mia Catan switch fields. Cross to Anna Ray. Works up the left side. Cross the 50. Grace Wolf. Nice knockdown play. Great center ball over to Natalie Denon. Denon moves it into the circle. Gets knocked down by Central West. Eloise Montagano with a beautiful backhand shot and a nice save by the Central West goalie. That was a nice offensive chance there for Bedford. Wolf to inbound. Into Montagano. Montagano in traffic, trying to find a room. Dribbles through, goes baseline. And knocked out of bounds by Central West. And that will come back out Bedford ball, the free hit at the 25. McDonald surveys the field again. Opts for control, goes back to Brooke Poirier at the center midfield position. Ball pops up unexpectedly on Poirier, so Central West will get that free hit and come back up into the offensive zone. Another free hit for Central West from about the 35. Montagano is there, sends it back the other way, gets it over to Denon. Denon tries to center the ball to midfield, but it gets knocked down again. And out of bounds. Anna Ray for Bedford. Inbounds the ball. Goes down the left sideline. Changes possession. Denon comes up with it. Denon advances it up into the circle. Trying to find Sydney Davidson there, number 2, up on forward. But the ball got away and out of bounds. So Central West free hit. They move up the middle, knocked back down by Sydney Davidson. Denon advances the ball. Fighting for it. We got a foot call. It'll be a Bedford corner. Foot call on Central West.
First corner of the game, and those are always a great opportunity for scoring. We had a chance, Scott, this past weekend to watch this team play in the high school jamboree. We'll talk about that in a minute, but they look pretty good out there.
They're playing aggressively, so lots of opportunities so far. This early start to the season. McDonald on the inbound. Ball comes up top to Kylie. Kylie to Montagano. Montagano straight away at the net. Advances the ball. Goalie with a kick save for Central West. And we're going to get another corner call. We've got the Denon sisters out there. Both Lydia, number 9, and 22, Natalie Denon. And as mentioned before, Natalie Denon, senior captain. And the ball about to be inbounded again by Amelia McDonald, junior captain. Ball up top to Kylie. Over to Denon. Denon takes a swing. Ball advances into the circle. Grace Wolf to the front of the net. Lydia Denon with a shot and a save by the goalie, and we're going to get another corner. Lots of opportunities here. Got to give credit to Central West for hanging in there. They're hanging tough and playing really good defense right now. The goalie's made some key saves here early on. And the inbound from McDonald. Back up to Montagano. Montagano over to the slot, over to Kylie. Kylie gets a nice shot off, hits a stick, and gets knocked down. And that's going to be a Central West free hit as it went out of bounds. They move it up center of the field, over the 40, up to the 50, and make a move. Anna Ray is there, pushing the defender outside. And they're going to make a call, get a free hit here for Central West. Ball should be placed about the 38 offensive zone for Central West. They're trying to advance the ball up the right side of the field. Grace Wolf does a good job slowing the play down. Going to be another free hit at the 25. Central West moves it up. slides it in, and Brooke Poirier steps up beautifully, intercepts the pass. They're going to call third-party call on that. That's when two players play the same ball at the same time, and they're going to give a free hit to Central West now at the 20. Manchester moves it to the right, cuts it across. Quick drive towards the net, but out of bounds. That was by number 9, Colleen Stankowitz. Poirier with the free hit, tries to go up the middle, knocked down nicely by Central West, and Poirier knocks it back down again. They're going to call another third-party call on Bedford, another free hit. Stankowitz with the free hit for Central West at the 20. She slides it up to the right forward. Right forward tries to drive it into the middle. And mishandled, hits a foot there on Anna Ray, and they're going to get a free corner. So Central West with a goal-scoring opportunity here on this corner, Pete.
Yep, Central West, I'll tell you, 3 corners from Bedford in a row, and Central West stopped all 3. That's they're tenacious right now, and they just earned themselves their first corner of the game.
No, on the inbound, they're going to call a fault. It's still going to be Central West ball. What happens is one of the offensive players has to go back to the 50 with the other players. So we'll have 5 players in the circle for the free corner. Ball's inbounded. Harriet Barber takes a shot. It goes wide. That was a nice drive by Harriet Barber. She got a lot of stick on that. Ball got deflected off a Bedford defender, so it's going to be a Central West free ball from the 25. Stankowitz slides in the middle, tries to get it to Barber. Anna Ray is there. Ray playing staunch defense, knocking that ball down and earning herself a free hit for Bedford. She goes up the left side. Over to Lydia Denon. Beautiful ball, Lydia Denon, up to Eva Picientini. Ball advances to the top of the circle. Comes back out, but Natalie Denon is there. Advances into Maddie Kiley. Maddie Kiley into the center of the field. Right out in front of the goal mouth. And we have a shot and we have a goal. Bedford scores.
I was just about to remark that it's all about the defense in the first, 10 minutes of this game, and here we go. Bedford has picked up the first goal.
Yeah, they capitalized nicely on that opportunity. It looks like Sydney Davidson, number 2, is the one that ended up getting that goal. Denon knocks it down at the 40, tries to advance the ball between 2 defenders. Really tough tee played right there by Stankowitz. Turn it back around. Harriet Barber works the right sideline for Central West, makes a move, is beating the defender there, and she's going to earn herself a free hit from about the 25. No, referee's going to move him up. Central West tries to get it in towards the right. They get a foot call. Barber back on it again. Cross the goal mouth. Denon is there. It ends up deflecting off a Central West foot. That's going to be a free hit for Bedford coming back up the field. Ray pushes it out left sideline and out of bounds. Yeah, Pete, we're coming off a great season last year. Looks like we were 13-3. We made it to the quarterfinal against Dover. Lost to them. They're a great team. They have a lot of returning players coming back, so they're going to be another powerhouse this season. Ball comes up to the 40. Kylie on the run across the 50, making up ground. She gets a foot call. That's going to be a free hit for Bedford. Denon takes it, tries to slide it back down. Nice defense by Central West. Eloise Montagano picks up the rebound, slides it down the right. Maddie Kiley cuts left, trying to advance to the net. Tries a cross. Nice play by the Central West defender, knocking that ball down. They try to clear, but McDonald's there, giving pressure. And they're going to call a free hit for Central West. Denon picks it back up, again with pursuit. Central West is really having trouble right now trying to advance the ball up the field, Pete. Bedford's defensive play is just outstanding right now. McDonald pushes it right side. Kylie with speed, cuts in at the 10, crosses the ball. Central West knocks it down and clears. Up the field they come. Barber on the ball. Got caught up in her feet. Brooke Poirier again anticipating the play.
Brooke Poirier, yep.
Natalie Denon slides it up to Kylie. Kylie tries a touch pass. Pops up, hits a leg. Eloise Montagano trying to make a move in the center of the field. Goes to pull. She gets a free hit. She's got to move 5 yards after that call. Denon tries to center. It ends up grabbing another call for Central West. But McDonald is there. McDonald moves quickly across the right. Beautiful play to get that ball across the center of the field and knocked down by Central West defenders and out of bounds. It's still going to be a Bedford ball. We come to the end of the first quarter. Boy, that went by fast, didn't it?
It sure did. I like how Bedford has had numerous opportunities centering the ball right in front of the net. A lot of credit to Central West for stopping most of that, but they look good. We saw them play this past weekend. They had four games and they won all four. Pelham North, Nashua South, Lebanon, and Sauhegan. Grace Wolf, Eloise Montagano. She had 2 goals actually. Maddie Kiley, Grace Wolf, Amelia McDonald all scored as well. So that tournament was our first look for this team, and we're getting our first regular season look today, and both teams playing well.
Yeah, and it should be mentioned, that the first 3 games, low-scoring games, and that's more difficult than people realize. We're playing on grass over there, so that Sauhegan complex is beautiful. They do a really nice job of the groundskeeping, but they do play several games on grass. Their main stadium is a turf field, and our last Bedford game against Sauhegan was on their turf field. So that's why we potted 3. The ball moves a little quicker, and certainly some really positive takeaways from the weekend, Pete. I thought the girls did a really good job passing the ball. Getting their head up and being strategic in the way they got up the field, really showed a lot of composure, which is really positive and exciting for what we're going to see this season. A lot of these girls, they're multi-sport athletes here in Bedford. A lot of lacrosse players and a lot of the field hockey players try and get touches all year round. A couple of the girls play basketball as well. So, these are good athletes. And these girls are really committed. They've been working really hard this summer between their Seacoast Summer League and their routine practices with the captain's practices. They've really seemed to come together and really get along well. Nice sense of camaraderie amongst the group.
Yeah, I think you get a few jitters out. Game number 1 here, everyone starts off with a perfect record, and they've got the first score of the game, so they're probably feeling pretty good now going into the second quarter, and we'll see what they bring out. West Central still looked real good as well, particularly on the defense. They had, as I said, Bedford 3 corners in a row and failed to score based on Central's defense. So
Yeah.
so far, I'd say pretty evenly matched.
7 seniors on Central West. Madeline Deers, Sophia Piccolo, Nancy Apollo, Chloe Gilroy, Harriet Barber, Colleen Stankowitz, Grace Stankowitz, and Eva Rose Blue. They were certainly hustling out there. Here we go, the start of the second quarter. Ball out of bounds, but it'll be a Central West inbound. Number 22, Madeline Deers on the inbound. Maddie Kiley quickly on it. Ball shakes loose. But Barber gets up to the right side of the field. Slid back over. Picientini works it up the field. Montagano stick handling through traffic. Beautiful play up to the 25. Maddie Kiley tries to advance. Waiting there is Sydney Davidson. And a shot by Eloise Montagano. They're going to call that back as a no goal. Central West coming up the right side, back up to the 50. Anna Ray reads the play, gets aggressive and gets up. Nicely played. Pete, I'm not sure what the call was on that. A lot of times in field hockey, if the ball gets elevated too high or the stick comes up high, the referees have the discretion to call a dangerous stick or a dangerous ball. That might have hit a foot in traffic. I just wasn't able to pick up on that.
Yeah, the players knew what was going on because everyone backed off.
Yeah, there was no question
I saw
there.
the ball go in the net. I'm like, oh, this is good. And I totally missed the play, but they know what's going on down there.
Yep. Denon inbounds over to McDonald. McDonald, beautiful give and go back to Denon. Quarterbacks given the guidance up the field to go to the right, and that pays off as the defender goes a step up, it pops it out of bounds. Bedford's gonna have a free hit just about the 20. Denon lifts it, trying to air it, gets knocked down. McDonald works it, trying to advance the ball. Kiley gets at it, slides it over to Montagano. Montagano back to Kiley in traffic. Oh, a little spill right there out in front of the goal. The defender tried to stand her ground, and Maddie Kiley kept going, trying to play aggressively. Love to see that, as long as nobody gets hurt, obviously. Central West with the ball. They move it up to the 50. Start to advance into the Bedford offensive zone. Anna Ray beautifully takes the ball away and very nicely works it to the sideline and knocks it off a defender's stick, so it's going to be a free hit for Bedford. Ray looks to switch fields quickly over to Brooke Poirier, center midfielder. Poirier just misses it, so they got to send the ball back up the left side. Ray slides that and runs, gets it up to the 40, tries to advance the ball out of bounds about the 50. It'll be a Central West ball. Oh, they're reversing course on that. I guess it went off a Central West stick. Anna Ray slides up. Tries to get it to the center. Does bounce and get through to McDonald. McDonald with a beautiful layout pass. Right side of the field. Denon with a nice strike. Advancing the ball down the right side of the field. It's a foot chase. Kiley beats her around to the right. She slides it to center. Davidson tries to pop it forward, and the Central West defender clears. Great speed from Maddie Kiley coming down the right side, and a great feed from Natalie Denon. And ball gets back over to the center. And Central West starts to clear, coming up to the 40. Anna Ray reads the play again. Slides the ball up to Eloise Montagano. Montagano weaving through traffic. Slides it over to Denon. Denon goes to advance and gains a foot call off a defender. McDonald's going to have a free hit for Bedford at the 20. McDonald surveys the field. Goes for control back to Denon. Denon has some open space to work with. Tries to slide the ball up the center. Knocked down by Central West. And they come back the other way. Up to the 45, across the 50. And Brooke Poirier is there. Steps up. They're going to call her on a foot call. The ball bounced up on her. Central West goes to the right side of the field. Trying to advance. Bedford defense is back. Lydia Denon with a beautiful ball right up to Eva Piscientini. Piscientini goes and grabs a foot call as well, so Bedford's going to have control of the ball. Moves it up, tries to advance it to the 35. McDonald's going to have a free hit. She's looking for movement, looking for open space. Moves 5 yards, slides it over to Maddie Kiley. Maddie Kiley comes down the right side, tries a hook, slides it into Montagano, jumps over her stick, almost over to Eva Piscientini, but Central's able to clear. Another good offensive chance there, Pete. Nice defensive play by Ray as she steps up. Back over to McDonald. McDonald tries to go left side of the field. And Bedford tries to regain. It's back and forth. Eloise Montagano now has it. Beautiful stick work. Across the 10. Over to the 5. Backhand, flip, over towards the net. Spin around shot by Davidson, but that is not going to get in the net. That hits the side of the net.
Bedford's doing a great job keeping the play in the West Central Central West zone.
Yeah, it was beautiful stick work there by Eloise Montagano. Really handles the ball well. Brooke Poirier once again, center D, steps up, disrupts the play. Central West is able to advance, but Ray uses her speed to get back in front of the defender. McDonald is there as well. Mia Catan gets a stick on it, back over to Ray. Ray over to Lydia Denon. Lydia Denon, left side of the field. And she's going to grab a call and get a free hit for Bedford. She looks up, tries to advance the ball up the field. It gets knocked down at the 50 by Central West. And McDonald's there to regather it. Tries the give and go with Ray. Just off the mark. And again, Montagano battling. Ball goes off the stick of a Central West player. Ray slides up to take the free hit. Ray goes back to Poirier. Poirier tries to switch fields quickly. Catan gives good hustle to knock that ball down. Slides it up to Denon. Denon to Kiley. Coming up the field on the right side. Across the 35. Met by defenders. McDonald weaves her way around one defender. Slides it into the center. Kiley gives chase. And the Central West defender steps up and knocks it down, but they're going to give a free hit to Bedford. I think that was another foot call. Denon slides back to McDonald. McDonald gets a shot off. Knocked down by Central West again, and out they come. Oop. Ball bounces over the stick of Catan, but she recovers with the help of Poirier, and they advance the ball back up to number 3, Kiley. Kiley tries to come up the field. Beautiful defensive play by number 12, Julia Buthoth. And we go back and forth on that right sideline. Catan sees an opening, slides it down to Maddie Kiley. Maddie Kiley across the 20. Advances the ball into the circle. Defender mishandles, but is able to recover. Grace Wolf stops her, advances it back into the scoring circle. And Central West is able to clear. Ball working up the right side of the field. Up to the 40. Grace Wolf gets a stick on it, knocks it off the defender, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Bedford ball. Nice play. Anna Ray advances, tries to get into the center. Oh. The burst of speed from the central Manchester player. Crosses it. Oh, beautiful kick save by Addie Wolfiger in net. Returning junior goaltender. Bedford works the ball back up to the 50. Central West defenders are there. And they're going to get a free hit. Ball advances back up to the 20. McDonald with a nice defensive play. Beautiful pass. Grace Wolf receives it on the run up to the 50. Continues to advance it up to 35. Slides it up to the 20. Denon with the ball. Beautiful cross. Defender right in front of the goal mouth has it for Central West and is able to clear. And they're going to call a dangerous hit because that ball popped up and almost hit one of the Bedford players in the head. Not intentional, but they're going to call a corner for Bedford.
That was a nice kick save by Addie Wolfinger. They've got two solid goalies on the Bedford squad this year.
They really do.
Irene Sy and Addie Wolfinger. They both played in the tournament last weekend and both played solid. So
It certainly did, Pete. 3:30 left in the second quarter. Referee gives a whistle. McDonald in the inbound, out to Montagano. Montagano with a beautiful wrist shot. It gets deflected and goes in. Bedford goal, Bulldogs score. Beautiful. It looked like it got deflected. The original shot was Eloise Montagano. Montagano knocks it down. 2-0 Bedford. Grace Wolf on the right side. Tries to advance it, just mishits, but stays with it. It's a good attempt to get that ball across. Just great play by Central West. Ball gets knocked down. Nice defense by Mia Catan on the right side. Not a lot of room to work with. Does the smart thing. Gets it back to help. McDonald's over to Poirier. Poirier tries to slide it over to Ray. Central West is staying on it. Barber trying to advance the ball. Poirier steps up to play defense. And they're going to get a free hit. Central West tries to come up the middle. Poirier is there, just absolutely relentless. Slides that ball out to the left. Ball comes up the left side by Avery Girasol. Girasol with a free hit, tries to get it over to Montagano. It gets docked down by Central West, and they advance the ball back up center of the field. Number 15, Michaela DeSeatless. Ball on the right side. Central West player makes nice stick-handled move, but pickpocketed there by Anna Ray from Bedford defense. She tries to advance it, and back it comes out to the 50. Reset. McDonald over to Denon. Denon right side of the field. Slides it up to Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf gives chase, but out of bounds. Free hit for Central West. They inbound. Grace Wolf with a nice stick. Beautiful play to control the ball. Back to Denon. Denon tries to get it back across center of the field. Avery Girasol weaves through one defender, weaves through two defenders into the scoring circle, advances the ball on net, kick save. McDonald, top of the circle, rips one. Oh, just to the right, just wide. Nice play by Girasol advancing that ball. And another great shot by McDonald. It's going to be a Bedford ball. About 30 seconds left to play in the half. Denon's attempt gets deflected. McDonald tries to work it into that scoring circle. But Central West is there. McDonald steals it back, weaves to the left. Beautiful backhand pass into Montagano. Montagano to Picientini. Sidney Davison digging at the ball. Goalies jumping around, making some beautiful saves, and they're able to clear out of the scoring circle. Well, no shortage of offense this half from Bedford.
Not at all. I'll tell you, the second quarter they looked real strong, right? They controlled the ball most of that second quarter, kept the ball in the west or central west zone, and it paid off. Two goals, one on a corner, and one on a field shot.
Yep. On the other side of the coin, Central West is really working hard out there. It may only be a 2-0 game, but they've made some really great plays, Pete, defensively, really making sure they're getting in front of the Bedford offensive players, knocking balls down, clearing them out. Their goalie has played very well.
Yeah, Central's defense is keeping them in the game. They're strong. They're stopping most of the balls.
Yeah, Coley Gilroy is the goalie for Central West, and really, really nice effort from her and several other defenders out there.
All right, I'll tell you what, we got about four and a half minutes before we start the second half. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with second half action. Bedford Bulldogs 2, Central West nothing, and we'll be right back.
We are back live here at Bedford High School. We've got a full roster here to go over for the year. I'd like to introduce you to the players of the 2023 field hockey team. Varsity Bedford Bulldogs. Number 1, Eloise Montagano. Number 2, Sydney Davidson. Number 3, Maddie Kiley. 4, Anna Ray. 5, Tegan O'Donnell. 7, Madison O'Donnell. 9, Lydia Denon. 10, Eva Picientini. 11, Mia Catane. 12, Amelia McDonald. Number 13, Grace Wolf. Number 14, Ella O'Keefe. Number 15, Avery Girasol. Number 16, Ella Putney. Number 17, Julia St. Hilaire. Number 22, Natalie Denon. Number 23, Brooke Poirier. Number 33 at goal, Irene Sy. And number 88 at goal, Addison Wolfinger. Our manager for the year is senior Skylar Tobin. Head coach, Annika McStowe, and JV and assistant coach, Kate Gaudreau.
A few new names from last year, but I'll tell you, they look good. They look strong. They're clicking. Good to see in the first game.
Yeah, we had quite the JV program over the last couple of years, run by Kate Gaudreau, former college coach for both field hockey and lacrosse at St. Anselm College. So she comes with a boatload of experience. And we are ready to start the second half of the first game of the season, Pete. Good showing from Bedford to get the season off to a start. Seemed to be very persistent. Nice job passing the ball, just like they did during the Jamboree. It's nice to see some of these underclassmen get into the game and contribute as well. Again, like we were talking about at the beginning of the broadcast, we have some really great athletes on this team, multi-sport athletes that are certainly capable of making this team better. And I think we're going to be highly competitive again this year. Again, we're going to have those powerhouses like Exeter, defending state champs, Wyndham, and Dover that are probably going to be at the top of the pile based on what they're returning as far as players. But I wouldn't leave Bedford High School out of that mix. You certainly can play with anybody.
Oh, I agree. Exeter had the last two championship seasons, right? 21 and 22. Prior to that, it was 2 years of Winnicott dominating. But I think Bedford is right in the mix there for 23.
That is correct. Ball into the scoring circle. Davidson, backhand. Lydia Denon tries a shot off the backhand. Ball comes back up top. Natalie Denon shoots the net. Davidson has a rebound and just misses wide to the right. Well, that was fast and furious.
Yes, indeed. Coming out strong.
Central West, free hit. Tries to go up the center of the field. Knocked down by Lydia Denon. Denon over to Kiley. Kiley weaves through defenders into the scoring circle. And nice defensive play by the Central West player. Amelia McDonald gets it back in the scoring circle. Central West defender is there. Kiley swipes at it. Ball takes a hop. Back out to the left side. Central West defender tries to clear. Natalie Denon knocks it back down. Starts to advance toward the scoring circle. They're going to call free hit for Bedford. Denon tries to work it over to McDonald. McDonald chases it down. Smartly gets it back to Brooke Poirier on D. Good control of the ball. Catan up the right side. Slides it back up to Denon. Denon across the 25 into Kiley. Kiley tries to handle. Gives pursuit. And they're going to give a free hit back to Central West. Central West up the field. Over to the left, gets knocked out of bounds. Off a Central West stick, so it's going to be a Bedford ball. Denon drops it about the 30. Tries to move it up the right side of the field, back out of bounds off a Central West stick. Denon again, tries to slide it over, does get it through. McDonald with a nice length pass. Grace Wolf slides it over Montagano. Montagano pops it up to Davidson. Davidson tries to advance it, but it catches her foot. It's going to be a free hit for Central West coming out. Ball up the field and out of bounds at the 50. It's going to be a Bedford ball. Anna Ray inbounds. Barber tries to work up the field, but Ray recovers. Grace Stankiewicz slides it across. Back over to Madeline Deers. Madeline Deers tries to advance it up the field. Catan with a nice defensive play. Tries a big hit to clear it. And it pops up. And going to be a free Bedford hit. Ooh, nice touch pass by Maddie Kiley. Another beautiful give and go back by Eloise Montagano. Bedford working their way nicely up the field, Pete to the right. On the 25. Denon back over to Montagano. Montagano goes left and right into the scoring circle. Advances the ball right into the mouth over to Lydia Denon. And once again, that goalie with a split save beautifully keeps the ball out of the Central West net. McDonald, with a little lift move, pops it up right down the sideline. Over to Grace Wolf. Ball comes back to McDonald at the 20, slides it across to Montagano. Montagano moves left, moves right, into the circle, tries to get a shot off, gets it back to Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf back across the crease. But Central West clears, and we'll have a free hit just outside of the scoring circle, just about the 20. Denon gives chase, gets a free hit, slides it quickly and smartly over to Kiley. Kiley with a one-timer back into the scoring circle, ball back towards the net. Sydney Davison with a great hand-eye coordination along with Maddie Kiley, getting those quick one-time balls up the field. I'll tell you, this Chloe Gilroy has done a great job in net for Central West today. Really hung in there, made some really dynamic saves. McDonald with a beautiful tackle at the 45, advances the ball beautifully up to Denon. Denon tries to get in the circle. They're going to call a foot call. They're going to call that just outside the scoring circle. McDonald's going to take control, slides it back to Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf tries to take a shot. It goes in, it deflects off a couple of sticks, and another foot call. So Central West has it. They advance it up the left side. They get it out to the 30. But Denon gives pursuit. Mia Catan comes up and supports and slows the play down. Central West inbounds over to Harper. Barber. Barber again trying to weave her way in between players. Montagano continues to give pursuit. Knocks the ball down, slides it back nicely to Denon. Denon up to Kiley. Kiley looks up at the 25. Gets around one defender. Beautiful backhand. Advances the ball into Davidson, but Davidson just misses the opportunity to deflect it towards the net. That was a nice little play. Quick passing.
It was. They're absolutely keeping the pressure on Central West.
Denon gives pursuit. Sticks with it at the 35. Smartly back to the defender, Mia Catan. Catan over to Poirier, trying to switch fields. over to Anna Ray. Anna Ray comes up the left side of the field. Nice pop up the sideline. But ball out of bounds. Central West ball. Oh, the defender tries to clear it. Just hits. And Grace Wolf was able to advance it back into the scoring circle briefly. McDonald defending. They're going to call a free hit. McDonald advances the ball off to the right side of the field over to Denon. Denon slides it down to the 20. Kylie pursues. Montagano pursues. Ball comes back out to Denon. Denon working to try and advance that ball. Montagano comes free with the ball. Hook move. Beautiful pass to the top of the circle. And I think they might have called her out of bounds there. Yep, they did as the ball's advancing up to the top. Free hit. Montagano knocks it down. Kylie gives pursuit with speed, tries to drive it across, hits the foot of a Central West player. That was the right idea. Okay, Central West with a free hit, tries to go up again the center of the field. Lydia Denon gives chase, it catches the edge of her foot, so they're going to get another free hit. Central West tries to advance again. Big lift from one of their players, very nicely done. Catan weaves left and right, tries to get it off to the edge of the field. And Montagano settles it down, advances it nicely up to the right. It's going to lead to a Bedford free hit. Denon pushes it up over to Kylie. Kylie to Montagano. Montagano in hard. The hard drive at the net. It went left, just wide. Wasn't able to be deflected. That was the right idea again. Ball comes up the middle. McDonald beautifully knocks it down with a one-touch pass to advance the ball. Ball in the scoring circle. Central West moves it out. And they clear it out of bounds. Again, Pete, that's not a bad play for defense. You get it out from in front of your goal mouth and advance the ball. Even if you just get it off the sideline, it helps the rest of your players get back and set up on defense.
Totally agree. Yeah, it slows down the momentum of the play. It's not a bad strategy at all.
McDonald in traffic, beautifully stick handling between two defenders, backhand into the circle, ends up catching a Bedford foot. It's going to be a free hit for Central West. Thanks. Lydia Denon knocks it down. Sydney Davidson giving chase, and she's able to draw a call. It's going to be a corner for Bedford, Pete.
They're keeping the pressure up. They got a corner. Always a scoring opportunity here. They've scored on one corner already in the first half. Out of 4, I think this is their 5th corner for the game.
And the defense is getting set, putting the masks on to protect their faces should a ball come high. Say Davison on the inbound. Over to McDonald. McDonald back in the circle with a drive. Foot on Central West. Another corner. Boy, if that did not hit that foot, Amelia McDonald got all that ball.
It was well hit.
Very well hit. So Coach McStowe calls the play. They readjust the lineup, and here we go. McDonald waiting on the call from the referee. Inbound comes. Out to Maddie Kiley. Over to Eloise Montagano. Intercepted by Central West. The ball starts to clear. Nicely done by Central West,
Yeah,
getting
great
in
heads
there.
up play. Great heads up play for the defensive Central West. Break up that corner, and they get the ball.
Gatan over to Poirier. Poirier center field. Slides over to Anna Ray. Anna Ray up the left side of the 30. Grace Wolf with a stick on it. Slides it up to the 25. Central West steps up, defends. Start to clear the ball up the right. McDonald gives chase. Just runs out of room. Central West on the inbound. Number 13, Grace Standowitz, is the one that didn't on that ball. McDonald gets it. Switch fields back over to Mia Catane. Catane up to the 45. Stick handling. Slides it beautifully up to Denon along the sideline. Trying to tightrope and keep the ball in, but it pops out. It does go off a Central West stick, and it's going to be Bedford ball. Free hit just about the 35. Denon slides it in to McDonald. McDonald has room. The Central West player stepped up. Ball popped up, and it caught her right on the end of the chin. She's okay. Continue play. McDonald slides it over to the right. Denon with a beautiful strike into the circle. Kylie knocks it down, backhand wide. Again, great hand-eye coordination. Girls are starting to click here.
I agree. The deeper you get into the game one here, you can just see it. It's coming together. It's they got a good squad.
Friday, here versus PG. Next Friday, PG.
Okay, Denon free hit into Montagano. Montagano gives chase in traffic, trying to stick handle. Oh, she does. Beautiful spin move. Back again through 3 defenders, advances the ball to the net. Davidson slapping at it. Ball comes back out. Montagano on the rebound. Oh, it goes in. Bedford score. Bulldogs goal. Beautiful.
Was that Sydney Davidson on that goal?
Maddie Kiley had the ball in her hand, bringing it back. I can't tell if
Maddie
it was.
has it. Usually that's
That's usually the indicator of who put it
Yep.
in.
Maddie Kiley, excellent.
Bedford goal by number 3, Maddie Kiley.
Ooh, Kiley gives chase. Intercepts the pass. Davidson slides it up the left side. Tries to advance down the left sideline. Central West defender steps up. Goes to drive it. Beautiful play by Grace Wolf, knocking that ball down. Ball comes into Lydia Denon. They're battling for it with the defender. They're going to give a free hit to Central West. Ball comes back to the Bedford defense. Anna Ray controls. Slides it over to Brooke Poirier. Brooke Poirier back up the middle. McDonald gives chase just too far out in front of her. And back comes Central West with an opportunity. Number 7, Barber, cuts towards the net. Beautiful defensive play by Mia Catane to end the quarter. Great hustle to get back on defense there and get between the offensive player and the net. Nicely done. Well, we got 2 minutes to the start of the 4th quarter. This is a great showing here to start off the season with a 3-0 lead. Bedford seems to be fully in control. Central West is certainly giving it their all, playing very stingy defense.
Yeah, I think the Bulldogs just look they're clicking on all cylinders right now. Their defense looks good. What a great play there was at the buzzer to break up a breakaway. Their offense obviously is doing very well. They've got a lot of shots on net. The Central West goalie has stopped most of them, and she's definitely held her own against quite a few shots by Bedford, including 5 or 6 corners now. So yeah, I mean defensively, Bedford looking good. Offensively, it's only game 1, but still, it's good to see them come out strong.
It certainly is, and what's really promising, Pete, is seeing some of these underclassmen last year that were on JV that have stepped up to varsity and are really making an impact out here tonight. Grace Wolf, Avery Girasol, Eva Picientini, Anna Ray, Mia Catane, Lydia Denon. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but boy, the future is looking really bright with the way these sophomores are stepping up and playing. Eloise Montagano, is a leading scorer for Bedford High School last year as a freshman. She's certainly right back to the same old business as she was controlling the midfield and making some beautiful plays, nice stick handling, doing some spin moves and everything else. And again, Amelia McDonald, always steady, always surveying the field, always making the right play. And if she doesn't have the right play, she puts the other team in a position where they've got to reset, and it gives the rest of the Bedford High School team time to get prepared and in position. So, highly intelligent player. And Natalie Denon, returning as a senior captain, along with Amelia McDonald being a captain, and they're just really controlling this game out there on the field. You just see it right up the middle, between Denon, Montagano, McDonald, and then those offensive talents. I'm really impressed so far by this hand-eye coordination from many of the players there, knocking balls out of the air and advancing the ball. As we come out to start the fourth, a couple of changes out here. We do have Grace Wolf back out on the field, Avery Girasol, Eva Picientini. So coach is going with some of these rising sophomores that have really showed something today. Again, Wolfinger back in net. Brooke Poirier, center mid. Mia Catan, right D. Anna Ray, left D. And then right up the middle, Amelia McDonald, Grace Wolf on the left side, and Natalie Dunn on the right as far as midfielders go. Avery Girasol gives chase. Ball comes back out to the 40, intercepted by Montagano. Montagano slides it across to Eva Picientini. Picientini quickly up the field, back to Montagano, back to Wolf. Really nice unselfish play here. Montagano tries to work it into the scoring circle, rips one right. And it's okay, Pete, to make that play, trying to get the ball in, even though the goal wouldn't count if nobody touched it. But sometimes it's about getting the ball to the goal mouth, hoping a defender knocks it down or the goalie makes a save, and then your players get rebounds. And Eloise Montagano is very, very skilled, and really, really a lot of work she's done over the last couple of years. She certainly knows how to make that play and make those things happen. All right, ball's going to go out of bounds off of Bedford. It's going to be a free hit for Central West. They try to go back up the middle. Denon's there. Now Montagano. Montagano turns around, sends it back down to the 20. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pete, field hockey so much is a territorial game, right? Get that ball up the field, advance it, keep the other team on their heels, and make them work a little harder. And Bedford seems to coming out strong and understands that already at the beginning of the season, get that ball into the offensive zone. Montagano tries to hit a bouncing ball, just misses. Denon's there. Going to get a free hit for Central West. Big drive from one of their defenders, knocked down by McDonald. McDonald at the 40. Beautiful stick handling around three players. Controls the ball. Nice pass. Great presence. Controlling the ball for Bedford. Over to Catan. Catan up to midfield. Denon battling for it. Ball out of bounds. It's going to be a ball for Bedford. Natalie Denon slides it up the field. Tries to hit Kylie on the run. And it just slides out of bounds again. Ball up the right side of the field. Kylie to Montagano. Montagano into the scorer's circle. Works her way in towards the goalie. Slides it across. Tries to get over to Piantini, but the goalie lays out and is able to stop the ball from getting across the crease and onto Piantini's stick, who was just waiting on the doorstep.
Yeah, great. Yeah, once again, kudos to the Central West goalkeeper.
Montagano knocks the clear down, slides it out to the right side of the field. Kylie gives chase, battles for it. They're going to give the ball back to Central West, but once again, Montagano steps up, makes a move, moves around 3 defenders into the top of the circle. A hard backhand shot that gets knocked down by one of the Central West defenders. And they're going to try and clear this ball. Bedford certainly has Central West back on their heels right now, Pete. Try to move the ball up the field. Denon smartly gathers it. Passes over to Catan. Catan up to Denon. Denon over to Kylie, and the ball works its way back to the middle of the field. Poirier steps up. Knocks the ball loose. Anna Ray tries to advance it. And there's Poirier stepping up again. Beautiful defensive play. Got her head up. Beautiful pass over to Montagano. Montagano over to Kylie. Kylie into the scorer's circle. Tries to pass it off to Eva Piantini. But it's knocked away. Ball comes back out to the 30. Grace Wolf with a little give and go pass in traffic over to Montagano. Girasol gives chase, tries to advance the ball in the scorer's circle. It gets popped back out again. Central West is going to get a free hit. And out they start to come, up to the 30. Working their way back up towards midfield. But Montagano gets a free ball. And out she comes to the right, crossing the 20, back into the offensive zone. Kylie with a quick one-timer into the circle. The Central West defenders there, nicely done clearing the ball with their head up and making a beautiful pass up the center of the field. Oh, they almost had a scoring break there, but it got knocked down by the Bedford defender, Poirier. Catane for Bedford. Beautiful long pass over to Montagano. Montagano tries a one-timer, trying to go out to the right side. Kylie gives pursuit. But Central West is there at the 20. And they pop it up to about the 35. Catane steps back up again, moves it up to Kylie. And up steps Grace Wolf. Knocks the ball down into Eloise Montagano. Montagano in traffic, gets a shot off. Beautiful save. Grace Wolf with another shot. Another save by the Central West goalie. Boy, Montagano's really making some things happen out there today, Pete.
She sure is.
Maddie O'Donnell into the game, another senior captain, number 7. Nice defensive play, slowing the player down. Brooke Poirier steps up, gets control of the ball, slides it out to Grace Wolf, number 13. Grace Wolf advances across the 40 with the ball, trying to get it to Montagano. Montagano reaches for it, tries to advance again. Ball pops loose. O'Donnell steps up, ball pops over her stick, goes up across the 40, and then back out of bounds.
I'll tell you 2 things that come to mind in this game, in my head anyway. One is passing, right? Bedford is passing the ball. A lot of teams, you'll see they go to their one or two of their phenomenal players, and there's a lot less passing. Everyone's touching the ball in the Bedford squad, which is great to see. And I think the other thing is shots. They are taking shots, and they may not be perfect shots, but it presents, to your point, opportunity, a rebound, a deflection. They're doing both, and I'm just impressed with the passing. There's no one person out there that's just driving the ball down the other end of the field.
Yeah, and they seem to really have bought into pass first, which is beautiful.
Absolutely.
As Kylie comes into the offensive circle, slides it across, gets it over Grace Wolf. Oh, beautiful right pad save off a nice shot by Grace Wolf. Boy, that had some steam on it.
terrific shot and a terrific save, and it ends in a corner. So
Well, as we discussed, nice pass as Maddie Kiley came into the circle, slid it over to the left side. Grace Wolf had moved her body in a perfect position to accept the pass and let it rip. And if it weren't for this really great goalie, this Chloe Gilroy, this might be a different scoreboard right now.
yeah, everyone's touching the ball for Bedford, which is great to see. They're playing an open field, and they're taking shots.
Ball inbounded by McDonald. McDonald slides over to Kiley. Kiley back to Montagano. Montagano back in. And McDonald goes to the house with the ball. Bedford score. Amelia McDonald. That was pretty, Pete.
That's what you want to see in the corners, right?
Yeah.
That's what you want to see. The rain's really coming down, too. I wonder how that affects the players, although it doesn't seem to be affecting Bedford very much. But we've had a steady drizzle, and now it's a pretty steady rain. That field is wet, and the sticks are wet and hands are wet, I'm sure.
Yeah. Checked into the game is number 14. I believe that is Ella O'Keefe for Bedford. It is. She's come in at left midfield.
Sophomore.
Ball comes up. Maddie Kiley works it up to Eva Pisciantini. Pisciantini across the 25, into the 20, into the scoring circle, over to Kiley. Kiley tries to work it back to center of the net. And, we're going to get the benefit of the doubt there. They're going to call a corner for Bedford off that. I'm not sure if that hit a foot or not. It must have made the call. Here we go. Another opportunity for score here off this corner. This time Denon's going to slide in. This is another look from McStowe. We've had awfully different looks on these corners. Amelia McDonald takes the rip. It gets to the net. Saved by the goalie. Bounce back out. Montagano on the rebound. And goalie saved that one too. So out Central West clears. They get up to the 50. McDonald picks up the ball. Curls. I think they're going to call third-party play on that, so it'll be a free hit for Central West. Central West comes back up. Center field, Pisciantini beautifully accepts that pass. Protected the ball, tried to go out to the left, just mishandled. But Montagano is there. Montagano lays it out for Grace Wolf. Grace Wolf gives chase at the 30, cuts it beautifully right across the field, advances it into the scoring circle, and the ball clears back out again. It's going to be a free hit for Bedford. Number 7, Maddie O'Donnell will inbound for Bedford. Brooke Poirier slides it across to the right. Catane up to Denon. Denon tries to work it down the right side. The correction on that, I apologize. I had said earlier that was Grace Wolf. That was Avery Girasol, number 15, on the play a few minutes ago, coming up the left side of the field in the offensive zone. Ella Putney now checks into the game. She advances the ball up to Eva Pisciantini. Pisciantini tries to get it into the box, and it ends up sliding out. McDonald. Ball stolen. Central West comes back the other way. Ball pops up. Beautifully knocked down by Ella O'Keefe. O'Keefe to Montagano. Montagano to McDonald. McDonald to Poirier. Poirier over to Catane. Catane on the right side. Slides it up to Denon. Denon advances up the right side of the field. Gets it up to Putney. Putney back into the center field. Montagano. Montagano goes backhand. Pops it towards the net. They're going to call another corner for Bedford. Well, Pete, we've had 3 different looks off these corners from Coach McStowe. And it looks like the way they're setting up right now is a 4th look.
This is a different look, for sure.
So We'll see where this goes. Denon is getting ready for the inbound. Central West is setting up with a face mask before the referee blows the whistle for the play to restart. We've got just about 2.5 minutes left. A 4-0 game. Bedford's up. Denon inbounds over to McDonald. McDonald shots the net. Right pad save by the Central West goalie. Ella Putney gives chase. Defender gets it out. Central West starts to clear. Oh, beautifully read by Catane. Catane up to Putney. Putney tries to center it over to Montagano. Just out of her reach. Ball over to Denon. Denon over to Montagano. And the ball's going to clear out left side of the field. Pops back up again. Denon at the 15. She goes to give it a drive. It gets knocked down by the Central West defender. I think that ended up hitting her foot when it came off her stick. Natalie Denon's going to have a free hit for Bedford. She slides it across, trying to find McDonald. Just goes over the top, a little too far out of her reach. And Central West starts to advance the ball, but Catane is there. St. Hilaire is now in the game. St. Hilaire knocks it down. Over to O'Keefe. O'Keefe into Girasol. Back to O'Keefe. The Central West defender knocks it back down again. Beautiful move by McDonald. Inside out crossover. Slides the ball up. St. Hilaire pursuing up that right side. Trying to work the hook move. And she's going to get the benefit of the call for trying to advance the ball. Basically an interference call. Ball comes back out. Denon tries to make a move, but they end up getting the benefit of the call. Denon gets the ball right back, moves it back into the shooting circle. Girasol off the backhand. Picientini tries to stay on it, and they're going to get another corner call. McStowe calls in the play from the sideline. Denon's going to go back in to take the insert. Got a lot of movement here. Oh, we're going full press on this here. McStowe has all the defenders up on the line, everybody outside that shooting circle. And we ran out of time. Got the pass in and the shot off. And I'd say that was one heck of a solid victory for the Bulldogs.
That's a great way to start your season, especially considering they're on the road for the next 3 games. So we won't see them back here until looks like September 8th. So they're playing Pinkerton on Monday, and then off to Londonderry and Timberlane before they come back to Winnicott to play Winnicott here at home. But yeah, you just all aspects of that game look good for Bedford coming out of the gate.
We're going to try, Pete, and broadcast as much as we can this season. I know we have a couple of commitments from Bedford Community Television as well as this feed through the school in hopes that we can get to the people that can't make it to the game and the people out of state and family members that we like supporting Bedford field hockey.
Absolutely. It looks like next home game is Winnicott on the 8th. Hopefully we'll have a live feed and be here for that. Then they're away at Exeter, and then they're back here for Merrimack middle of the month. So a lot of field hockey to go, but game 1 goes to Bedford, and they were impressive. They look good, and can't wait to see the next game.
Yeah, the other nice thing was I think pretty much everybody on the roster got into the game.
I'll tell you, I think they did, and I was just really impressed with the passing. A lot of times you see the top players take the ball all the way down the field. I didn't see much of that at all. I saw they were playing the entire field, and everybody was touching the ball, and it paid off. And I just like their shots. They're not hesitant. They're taking shots. They may not be the best shots, the best angle, but it's creating opportunities for them.
It certainly is.
It creates corners for them.
Yeah, and
we
you're going
saw
to need
7
that.
corners today. So 7 corners, and I think three of the goals came off corners. So
yeah, we're going to need that against those powerhouse teams
Agreed.
too when you get into the meat of the season.
Agreed.
But I got to say, you got to give credit to this Central West team, and in particular this goalie. Boy, did she play great.
Yeah.
Chloe Gilroy. She made some fantastic saves, very impressive, and really kept them in this game for the bulk of the game. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll tell you, their defense was solid. Bedford offense just went a little bit harder on them, but no, they'll be back. Their goaltender and their defense will keep them in games this season. There's no question.
Sure.
So the final score: Bedford 4, Central West nothing. Season opener for both teams. Bedford is off to Pinkerton on Monday. We hope to be back to play when they play Winnicott on the 8th. Until then, I'm Pete MacDonald, Scott O'Donnell, your play-by-play guy. We'll see you next time.
thank you.
I think we're off.
I think so.